Hello and welcome to December's Flicks from Picturehouse cinemas. Coming up on this month's show, a Scottish farming family pre-World War I on the brink of social and emotional upheaval. Septuagenarian indie comedy starring the uncompromising Lily Tomlin. Something from a galaxy far, far away. A gripping high seas adventure thriller. And Pics, my festive roundup of special events and screenings. And I round up my top 5 films of the year. Sunset Song is written and directed by Terence Davies, Distant Voices, Still Lives, The Deep Blue Sea, and is being much lauded for newcomer Agnes Dane's performance in particular.
Didn't he let Father make a damn slave of you?
You're my flesh and blood, and I can do with you what I will.
She plays Chris, the eldest daughter of a tyrannical and abusive father in a pre-World War I Scottish farming family. Davies is renowned for his recurring themes of emotional and physical endurance, and this is exactly that, an account of hard fought-for lives toiling on a beautiful, brutal and unforgiving land with huge social upheaval ahead.
When the time comes, there's no one can stand and help you.
He's enlisted, gone to fight.
I know what I want from you.
Of you. There are lovely things in the world, lovely that do not endure, and the lovelier for that.
Grandma is directed by Paul Weitz, about a boy, and stars Lily Tomlin as the gay, feminist poet grandma of the piece, and Julia Garner, Electric Children, as her pregnant granddaughter.
Who is he? A one-night stand?
No, ew. He's kind of my boyfriend.
Yeah. Why didn't you use a condom? Or for humanity's sake, get a vasectomy?
Oh, who is this?
It's my grandma.
The film centres around the pair trying to raise the money for an abortion, but it's actually about 3 generations of wounded women trying to overcome the past and connect. Tomlin's performance is a joy. Hilarious, harsh, cruel, compassionate, soulful and brilliant. And the whole cast rise to her occasion.
What is this?
What is the feminine mystique?
Mystique's a character in X-Men.
What?
Guess I'm an idiot.
Yes, you are.
Screw you, Grandma.
Not bad.
What is your involvement?
I am her grandmother, and I'm your mother.
Yes, but what are you doing here?
I'm going to be there because this is my granddaughter. She's already pregnant.
Grandma.
Star Wars, The Force Awakens, Episode 7 is all nicely set to become the biggest film in cinematic history.
Who are you?
I'm no one.
The franchise is, of course, now owned by Disney, and with the wunderkind writer-director J.J. Abrams, who overhauled the flagging Star Trek franchise, at the helm, what could possibly go wrong? Luke, Leia, Han, Chewbacca, C-3PO and R2-D2 are all back despite a 30-year hiatus, and there are 3 new leads for us to get to know. Finn, a deserting stormtrooper, Rey, a self-sufficient scavenger, and Poe Dameron, a Resistance X-Wing pilot. Simon Pegg, Andy Serkis, Lupita Nyong'o and Domhnall Gleeson also star, making an excitingly Brit-heavy cast.
The dark side. The Jedi. They're real.
The Force. It's calling to you. Just let it in.
In the Heart of the Sea is an epic high seas drama directed by Ron Howard.
We were headed for the edge of the earth. Left home behind with a sliver of hope. Searching for the truth.
This is the true story that Moby Dick was apparently based on. A real ship called the Essex that was smashed by a real whale, and the horrific tale of survival that included cannibalism endured by the crew. An all-star cast including Chris Hemsworth as the foolhardy Captain Pollard and Ben Whishaw as Herman Melville, playing detective to find out exactly what happened on the ill-fated voyage.
Look where we find ourselves. What offense did we give God to upset him so?
Trust gave way to doubt. Hope to superstition. We were cursed.
And now Pics, my roundup of the best festive events across the group this month, and I run down my top 5 films of the year. On Thursday the 3rd, almost 30 years on from its premiere, Jonathan Miller's dazzlingly inventive staging of Gilbert and Sullivan's The Mikado returns to the London Coliseum. Set in an ever-so-English 1930s seaside hotel, Miller's Marx Brothers-inspired song and dance Mikado is a popular hit with audiences of all ages. On Tuesday the 8th, director Sally Cookson brings her acclaimed reimagining of Bronte's masterpiece Jane Eyre to the National Theatre. First staged at the Bristol Old Vic last year, this bold and dynamic production uncovers one woman's fight for freedom and fulfilment on her own terms. On Thursday the 10th, the Royal Opera House brings together 2 short Italian operas in a new staging by award-winning director Damiano Micheletto. Cavalleria Rusticana and Pagliacci are both transposed to a mafia-held, poverty-stricken village in 1980s southern Italy. And on Sunday the 13th, what Christmas season would be complete without the holiday classic, The Nutcracker? Romantically presented from the Bolshoi Ballet, and with its fairy tale setting and Tchaikovsky's timeless score, the ballet will enchant all audiences. And now, to round up the year, I count down my top 5 favourite films of 2015. In 5th place is a total guilty pleasure, Spectre. I wasn't expecting to, but I flippin' loved it. Full of bullet holes and farewell to Daniel Craig, a gritty, menacing Bond who wouldn't have cared if he'd plunged a helicopter into a crowded Mexican festival in the pursuit of his prey. Awesome! 4th is Amy, the tragic and brilliant documentary of an extraordinary musician. Asif Kapadia's documentaries present the humanity behind his chosen subjects, seemingly without judgment. 3rd is Girlhood, for the direction, the soundtrack, the script, the acting and the truth. A bittersweet micro-tale of girls in gangs, but also a brave and affectionate study of an every girl. 2nd is Me, Earl and the Dying Girl. Just such a courageous and funny film. Teenage geeks, leukemia, judgment, connection, growing up. Nothing not to like, wept buckets. And my number 1 top 5 film of 2015 is The Human Centipede Part 3. Just kidding! I can't even say that film title without needing therapy. It's actually Inside Out. I am hopelessly in love with Amy Poehler, and my devotion to Pixar knows no bounds. Directed by Pete Docter, who also directed my other Pixar favourites, Monsters Inc. and Up. Inside Out is impossibly ingenious, brilliantly crafted and emotionally beautiful. Those are my favourites, of course, but please do let me know yours on the comments section below. Keep up to date by visiting picturehouses.com. Stay in touch on our Facebook and Twitter feeds, and pick up a copy of our free magazine Picturehouse Recommends at your local venue, or download it to your iPad. That's it for December and of course 2015. I will see you next month, but in the meantime have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.